recovering after the death this weekend of a 6-year-old boy. He was gunned down Wednesday at a school playground. A 14-year-old boy is under arrest. Here's Meg Oliver.
Jacob was an angel that was brought to this earth to show love, to show kindness, and to show forgiveness.
Renee Hall says her 6-year-old son Jacob loves school, church, and playing superheroes.
He said, "You know what? I got a secret." I said, "What's that, baby?" He said, "I got superpowers." He said, "I'm Catboy. And at night when you and Mommy and Daddy are sleeping, I go out and I save the town."
But no one could save Jacob. The little boy with the precious smile died Saturday, 3 days after he was shot at school.
What happened to Jacob? Jacob forgives already. He's in heaven smiling down at us, and he's asking his mommy to be able to be strong to forgive just like he would have.
Jacob's kindergarten class was going out for recess last Wednesday when police say a 14-year-old boy opened fire. A bullet hit a main artery in Jacob's leg, causing him to lose a massive amount of blood.
I especially want to thank Jacob's teacher, Ms. Hollingsworth, that put her life in danger to get my baby to safety.
Jacob's death marks the first child killed at school since the deadly Sandy Hook Elementary shooting in 2012. The Sandy Hook Promise Team released this statement. "We know firsthand the anguish his friends, family, teachers, and classmates are facing. This didn't have to happen. It should not have happened. And we are deeply saddened to add Townville and any town to the growing list of American communities forever touched by gun violence."
Thank you for praying for my baby and putting love in your heart. Thank you. Thank you.
The 14-year-old suspect was charged as a juvenile Friday for murdering his own father before the shooting at school and 3 counts of attempted murder. That will now change with the death of Jacob.
You just feel for that community, Meg. What about the school where he was shot?
The school won't open again until this Thursday. In the meantime, Rena, the Townville Fire Department, they're trying to collect enough stuffed animals to hand out to every student when they return to school on Thursday.
What a nice touch. Meg, thank you for that.
Next to a new arrest in an alleged murder-for-hire plot in Florida. The suspect in court today facing a murder charge for her role in the shooting of a Florida State professor. ABC's Marcy Gonzalez with what police are saying tonight.
Tonight, this woman behind bars charged with first-degree murder, accused in connection to the killing of a prominent law professor at Florida State University. Dan Markell was shot to death in the garage of his Tallahassee home in 2014. The murder coming after his marriage to Wendy Adelson unraveled.
The working theory of the case is that the reason for this homicide was due to the bitter divorce that was ongoing.
Investigators' leading theory, Adelson's family was upset over the divorce and hired 2 hitmen. The accused hitmen pleading not guilty. Adelson's relatives have not been charged and deny any connection.
Even my family, who felt like I had been mistreated, would never do something like this. Never.
But police allege that Catherine Magbanua, arrested Saturday, is the link between the Adelson family and the alleged hitmen. Investigators claiming in this affidavit that she had past romantic relationships with one of the accused hitmen, as well as Adelson's brother, Charlie. The family telling ABC News Magbanua was an employee. Police also claim the accused hitman's first call after the murder was to Magbanua. Her attorney telling us she has no prior convictions and their priority is getting her out on bond. While tonight, police aren't saying whether there could still be more arrests. Marcy Gonzalez, ABC News, New York.
Hurricane Matthew is roaring across the Caribbean, powered by 145-mile-per-hour winds. The storm killed at least 1 person in Colombia. It's expected to dump more than 3 feet of rain in Haiti. The U.S. Navy base at Guantanamo Bay, Cuba, is evacuating 700 family members of sailors serving there. The State Department is clearing out relatives of U.S. government workers in Haiti and the Bahamas. Chief Meteorologist Craig Setzer is tracking Hurricane Matthew at WFOR in Miami. Craig.
Unfortunately, tonight the news is not good with Hurricane Matthew. After being Category 4 much of the weekend, it once again looks like it's strengthening as it begins its northward trek now across the Caribbean and towards the northern islands here. Jamaica now out of the woods in terms of the core of the hurricane, but still could feel hurricane force winds. Unfortunately, the storm is going to impact Haiti, potentially 15 to 40 inches of rainfall, creating serious, maybe deadly life-threatening flash floods there. This is the Tuesday morning time frame, and then after that, Up to the north in the Bahamas here, potentially impacting the southeast U.S. Remember, by late in the week, the cone is tracking where the center is expected to be, so if it takes a track further to the west, could see impacts here. South Carolina, North Carolina, even Georgia, possibly even the east coast of Florida there. Here's the overall wind swath. Forecast to lift up out of the Caribbean through the Bahamas and once again potentially impacting the southeast U.S., increasing threat to midweek. And we can't rule out a potential impact even into the northeast U.S., but that would be later this coming week or even next weekend. Rena?
Thank
Vale.
Si miras arriba, eso te puede caer la cabeza.
Vale.
Temperature is -24 and the wind's blowing about 20 miles an hour.
It sounds melodramatic, but every single shot hurt. You know, when you're outside. And like you would say, hey, let's get a shot of this. Well, I'm inside. That means it's going to take me 10 minutes to get dressed, and I got to go out there. Which camera am I going to use? How long am I going to have to take my glove off so that I can operate the controls and shoot? And then get it back in to warm up my hand so I can do another shot.
Blake, I have your glove.
Thank you. Everything that would be so easy, like, oh, there's a cool shot, let me grab that. You just can't do it. You can't grab it. You can't lower your tripod quickly. You can't change lenses. You can't zoom in evenly. You just can't really operate with your hands bare for more than 2 minutes.
The hardest things are the simplest things. Like, you gotta get your hand through here so you can operate like the zoom and the focus. I apologize, this camera will not stop. I may have to take it inside to warm up because I don't want to lose this clip by powering down.
Lo saca.